Rage on that beat, going crazy.
What's up, people? What's up? No, that's not it. What's up, game? No. And I'll see you in the... No. Come on! Yokoso, yokoso, yokoso. That's better. It's Monday. Yes, it's Monday night, ladies and gentlemen, here in the UK. So that must mean, oh, fine, ladies and gentlemen, that it's in fact time for the Stadia Monday night chat. Yes, it's me, your host, Clive Illenden. Thank you. Thank you for joining me live tonight. And hey, if you're watching a little bit later on catch up, as they say, thank you as well. It's another exciting week again in all things Stadia. So, yes, we have another packed show. Of course we do. Another packed show on offer once again. But before all that, ladies and gentlemen, remember, please hit the likes because I like it. YouTube likes it. And it helps people like you find content like this. And if you are new here, then hey, you see that big red button down there? Yeah, the one that says subscribe. Why don't you hit it? Yeah, toggle that notification bell. Hell, everyone who's subscribed, everybody, just make sure you've toggled that notification bell so you know when I go live with content like this. I will be forever grateful. Right, let's have a quick hello to those in the chat early doors. And remember, let me know what games, of course, you've been playing. Lovely to see you there. Jerome, of course, always welcome. Sednar, lovely to see you. Jerome, yes, moving on swiftly. Sailor Gare, it is what it is. We're moved on now, but thank you anyway. Liam, Inlead, was it Inlead? Never quite remember. Roger, Jerome, yeah, we've done that one. And now your mama knows Anthony. Yes, lovely to see you, sir. Good to see you can join us live tonight from the beginning. Always good. Bibbidi Bop. Yes. Thank you for catching the live show. I hope it is exciting for you. Marcus, oh dear. Konbanwa is what I'm going to say to that, Marcus. But thank you. I don't have my official Japanese translator with me tonight. So, and ELCN on more Funmet. It's going to be a hot Stadia summer too, right? Project Storm. Great show earlier on, commentating on the Summer Community Championship Week 1 Hitman Challenge. What a great thing that is. I'll come to that. Roger's been playing a lot of Resident Evil. Anyway, welcome one and all. Much appreciated, as I say, and welcome to all those people on Catch Up as well. Now, mentioning Project Storm's stream and commentary earlier, what am I talking about? Well, nice segue, because one of the games I've been playing a lot this weekend, oddly enough, is Hitman 1. Or rather, one particular level or state share. It's my own state share, but it is the state share that a lot of people have been playing since sort of Sunday night. Why? Well, let me tell you why, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you why. Of course, this Sunday saw the kickoff of the Summer Community Championship. If you do not know about the Summer Community Championship, this is a sort of 4-week event, yeah, for Stadia players with a grand prize, ladies and gentlemen, a grand prize. And get this, right? We're not talking, oh, you're going to get a controller, which is cool. Oh, you're going to get a Chromecast, you know, whatever, which is cool. No, you can buy several of these things because the grand prize, ladies and gentlemen, $1,000. Yeah, $1,000, ladies and gentlemen, plus $100 per game for each weekly winner. So basically there are sort of 4 main rounds before we get to the final. And if you even win one of those rounds, you get £100. $100, sorry, not £100, $100, right? And if you come second, you get $50. But the grand prize for the overall winner is 1,000 of your finest greenbacks. Yeah, $1,000, ladies and gentlemen. 1,000 presidents. Call it what you will, whatever the American slang is. It's 1,000 of them, yeah? Plus, there are second place overall in the competition will get $500. Third place will get $200. So this is pretty major, yeah? And the first task, the first level or challenge, the first week challenge is a Hitman. And we've utilized the fact that with Stadia, not on other platforms, but with Stadia, you get state share. So I have effectively created a challenge, and the challenge is you play that state share to try and score maximum number of points and try to do it in the fastest time possible. And you can check out, if you go to stadiahunters.com, you'll see the in the top of the menu a link to the Summer Championship. Okay, and you can sign up. So if you haven't already, make sure you sign up, because I tell you what, I thought it'd be quite interesting, but no, I was wrong. It's not quite interesting. It's really exciting. I've watched a few live streams, because basically to do the challenge, you have to sort of stream it live during slots so that we can capture it, using again the fact that you can stream Stadia and it doesn't use any of your CPU resources, because it streams direct. So anybody on your Chromebook, anybody on your phone, even your tablet, if you're using the PWA app, anybody can stream direct to YouTube. And so we can capture that stream, and then we've got various content creators who are commentating. And if you watched Project Storm earlier and MM2K, they had about 4 screens up and they were sort of swapping between, you know, meanwhile, let's see what's happening over here on this speed run. Oh, let's go back and see what so-and-so's doing on this speed run. And I tell you what, the level I created the level thinking this is really impossible. Nobody's going to get 100 points. So it's going to be a choice. Do you go for speed run and low points or maximum points and take like an hour? What a fool. What a fool I was. Because people are getting maximum points, 100 points, and do it in sub 4 minutes. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. It took me nearly 30 minutes, and I scored 20 points off my own point scoring system. And people are getting 100 points and doing it in sub 4 minutes. Now, but trouble is the strat is out there. So now you know, if you watch the streams that people have done already, well, they're revealing the strat that you need to kind of get those fast times. Basically, the level is Sapienza, which is in the Italian level on Hitman 1. So if you've got Stadia Pro, you've got Hitman 1, if you've had it when Hitman 1 was available on it. And you basically have to kill at least one target with a rubber duck, which is in the state share. Finish the level, obviously, 10 points. Finish the level undetected, so get a silent assassin rank. Complete the whole level in a Futo suit, which is basically sort of a ninja suit that makes you stick out like a sore thumb on the Italian Riviera. Kill only the targets, so do the whole thing without killing anybody other than the targets. And get this, I thought it was virtually impossible. Kill 2 targets with a single rubber duck. But oh no. If you watch the streams of people doing it, there's a definite strat to this. And the fastest time will be a tiebreaker. So there is still time to sign up. And it is, I have to say, it's really exciting. Even if you don't sign up, make sure you watch one of the content creators who are doing the sort of live commentary of people streaming their attempts. Because it's like watching, it's really exciting because it's like I described it to Project Storm as being a bit like a downhill skiing. You know, when somebody goes, get sort of clocks a really fast time, and then they're sort of sitting there waiting, watching everybody else's streams to see whether they're still going to be in the number 1 place or whether they're going to go down. But of course, the beauty is you can go again. You can go as many times as you can during the allotted slots. Anyway, if you want more information, go to stadiahunters.com. Yeah, stadiahunters.com, and click on the summer championship. It'll tell you all about how to sign up, log on. I tell you what, it's and the first week challenge. So the first week challenge is Hitman, and look, this is the second one. Not telling you, secret. This is the third one. Not telling you, secret. And this is the fourth one. Not telling you, it's a secret. And then the winners of each week automatically go into the final, and then the rest, we tot up your scores over the weeks, and then a certain amount of people will go into a grand live final. Yeah, it's going to be very exciting. Already we're in week 1, just the second day of week 1, and it's really cool. It's really cool watching these streamers. I'm really excited about it. So anyway, make sure you check that out. Check the site out. There is also a YouTube channel. Summer Community Championship YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe to that. Do I have the... here is... Why don't I just... That is the link to the Stadia Hunters. And do me all a favor, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you subscribe to... It's a brand new channel, so it's only got a few subscribers now, but it's the sort of official channel for the Summer Community Championship. We hope to upload some people's streams and videos there, and at least have links there where you can watch the various other content creators commentating and stuff like that. So make sure you sub to the channel as well. That'll be much appreciated. But it's going really well. It's very exciting. The standard of these Hitman runs are redonkulous, I'm telling you. Anyway, so there we are. That's the big plug for the Stadia Summer Community Championship. It's going to be great. I can foresee some more events like this because it's turning out pretty good. So anyway, there's still a chance. Get yourself signed up. So make sure, if you haven't already, if you're interested, you don't have to be brilliant at Hitman or anything like that. But there are other, each week is a different challenge. And, if you're not a sort of a shooty, bang, bang Hitman type person, next week's challenge, completely different game, completely different genre, completely different skill set. So we try to make it as open and as fun as possible for everybody each week. So, it's not just, full-on esports, Rainbow Six Siege knockout competition. No. It's a whole variety of fun challenges and games. So make sure you check that out. And if you don't take part, just take part by watching the streams, because they're hella fun. I'm telling you, they're hella fun. Christopher, hello. How are you, sir? Stadia dosage, Stadia MM2K, mate. Stadia dosage news is in the house. Marcus G Knight, hello. Jerry, hello. Zero. I saw Cloudy Dad. Where are you? Stadia Dad, Cloudy Dad. Where are you? Anyway, I saw him earlier. I'll come to him. Balls for Life, of course. Cloud Gaming Dad. There we are. New York. Evening, all, sir. Anyway, that, ladies and gentlemen, is why, long convoluted way of saying why, I've been playing a lot of Hitman. Anyway, so it's a lot of fun. Check it out. Well, worth it, ladies and gentlemen. And let me know if you've already watched any, but it's good. It's getting exciting. And I think as we get towards the end of the week, those that have set high scores, if they see their scores challenged, are probably going to come back in. So, definitely make sure you check out the streams, because great fun, ladies and gentlemen. All kicked off on Ryzak's channel on Sunday, really. Right, ladies and gentlemen, that's enough whiffle waffle on that. To the newsmobile, people. And ladies and gentlemen, we're coming in with the gangbusters. Big news. Ladies and gentlemen, it is official. He says, it is official. Ladies and gentlemen, yes, FIFA 22 is not only coming to Stadia, ladies and gentlemen, but it is in the Stadia store to pre-order right now, ladies and gentlemen. Talk about sort of stealth drops. It had been rumored it was coming about a couple of days before. I think a French Stadion. Can I call him a French Stadion? Le Stadion. No, not le. Stadion Français. Spotted something in a French blog or something like that. Anyway, a couple of days before, but now it is official. So we knew the Stadia was a near certainty when it came to FIFA 22, because obviously the MAdden 22 announcement. So it was pretty certain that FIFA was going to be part of it. So it's great to actually have it actually full on confirmed. But not only, ladies and gentlemen, not only is FIFA 22 coming to Stadia, but let us check out, ladies and gentlemen, the actual press release, ladies and gentlemen. Let's check this baby out. Where is the press release? Yes, because it's very, very interesting. So here is the official EA press release from their press department, ladies and gentlemen. That's where you get a press release from. Okay. EA introduces FIFA 22 with, and get this bit, next-gen hypermotion technology. Next-gen hypermotion technology, bringing football's most realistic and immersive gameplay experience to life. FIFA 22 translates real-world football data into ultra-realistic gameplay in every match across every mode for next-gen consoles and, ladies and gentlemen, and Stadia. Yes. Powered by Hypermotion, FIFA 22 combines advanced 11v11 match capture and proprietary machine learning technology to deliver the most realistic, fluid, and responsive football experience for the next-gen consoles and Stadia. Not for the past gen, not for your Xbox One, not for your PlayStation 4 version, not even for your PC version, yeah? Just for the next gen versions, yeah, which are, in according to EA, as far as they're concerned, as far as their Frostbite engine is concerned, next gen to them means Xbox Series X, PlayStation 5, and Stadia, ladies and gentlemen. Stadia. So we knew FIFA 21 was a great, well, we didn't know. We know FIFA 21 was a great port. I mean, it looked great. And it looked fantastic. And it looks like they're really, you know, that was their sort of, that and Jedi Fallen and MAdden were the sort of their first ventures using the Frostbite engine, as it were, on Stadia. But now they've really got, it seems they're getting to grips with things. This is what happens over time. Developers and publishers get to grip with the technology. Stadia works with them, provides the right tool sets, which I'll come to later. And this is what you get. You get slowly but surely, they're beginning to exploit the real power that we all know Stadia actually has. It's not a rush just to fill up the library so they've got a base set of games for the library. Now it's about understanding the technology. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. And there's more. On the store, let's just go to the Stadia. Let's have a look at the store. On the store itself, apparently, and somebody can correct me, but I think John Carr's mentioned this. This is the full-on. Yeah, this is the main game, I think. Somebody was saying this is on pre-order. Maybe I can't find it. And it was limited time bonus. Right. So the game, I think, launches. If we go back to the press release, the game, according to the press release, launches on October the 1st. Yeah. Launches on October the 1st, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go to the pre-order. Expected to launch on the 27th of September. Now, that just could be, you know, subject to change, it says here, and all that kind of stuff. Or it could be a limited time bonus. So yes, 4-day early access. So you get 4-day early access if you smack out the big bucks. 90 quid, Jesus Christ. You've got to be a FIFA fan for that, mate. But you get 4-day early access starting FIFA 22 on September the 27th. So 4 days before it's officially launched. Man, I mean, it's not only is the game coming, as we knew it was coming, not only is the game coming as the next gen version of this particular game, yeah, available only on next gen consoles and Stadia, yeah. Ergo, Stadia is next gen, right? That's just basic logic, fact, you know, logic equation there. Not only that, but if you get the limited edition, you get to play it early, if that floats your boat. So they're all in. They're all in. Too right, Andy, too right. We just need, Andy's saying here, we just need Stadia in South America. There we are, exactly. They'll go bonkers for it. But don't worry, us in Europe are pretty bonkers for FIFA. Trust me. It's massive in Europe. But there you go. Let me know what you think. I think it's very exciting times. FIFA. Yeah, there's so much to unpack there. Because I know it was anticipated, but it just goes to show that Stadia still gets the big multi-platform releases, yeah? Oh, but Clive, what about Battlefield? Yes, that is an omission. I get it. But I never expect. I wasn't one of these people that was anticipating seeing something like Battlefield on Stadia. And there's a reason. I've explained it before. Hey, Thomas! Thank you for the subscription, sir. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Because Battlefield is more like a service level title, like a service title with lots of updates and stuff like that. And I repeat, you know, I never expected, and I really don't expect to see it on Stadia for a while. Yeah. Like Fortnite or Call of Duty. Yeah. Those games are very dependent on constant updates on multiple platforms. And we've heard it about Fortnite. You know, they're across, what, 8 or 9 platforms. And it takes a lot of time to constantly update them because they're sort of service level games. That's the nature of their games. Those platforms having to be constantly serviced and supported. So right now, if we're totally honest, the incentive is not there for those publishers on those types of games on Stadia at the moment. Okay, that's just a fact, I think. You know, Stadia is still a baby. It's not at the level of market penetration of the other platforms. We know that. It hasn't been available to buy for the last 6 years with a legacy before that. Yeah. It's not a slight on Stadia. It's just recognizing that Stadia is, what, a year and a half old. Yeah. It's not played by 50 million people. We know that. Be realistic. But big retail games like Star Wars, Jedi Fallen, FIFA, MAdden, they make sense. Yeah, the games that sort of people rush out and buy. It will be interesting to see, and I know people have mentioned it in the chat there, what other EA titles are coming to Stadia. Now, I know there was an initial announcement. I'm not saying everybody's saying, oh, there's a contract done. We don't know whether it was a contract done. Obviously, there was a contract done, but we don't know the details of that contract. But we do know there was an announcement of 5 games. Yeah. And I genuinely find it hard to believe that it just stops there. Yeah. Because that's taken a lot of work. Getting the Frostbite working, you know, Frostbite engine and porting FIFA 21, MAdden 21 and Jedi Fallen, that takes a lot of effort. And once you've done it, you've then got that knowledge. The next time you want to port anything, it's a hell of a lot easier. And that's what we're finding with Stadia. Developers say, yeah, you know, initially, because it's brand new technology, it takes a while to get our head around it. Yeah. But once you've done it, I mean, the guy from, I forget his name now, but the guy from Death Carnival has said, you know, initially, a few things to sort of get their head around. But now, yeah, it's not that difficult. And a lot of developers and publishers have said, you know, come their second or third game on Stadia going, yeah, it's pretty straightforward. It's not really much more difficult than anything else. So you've earned all that effort. EA have done they've done the hard work. Yeah, they've made Frostbite talk to Stadia, make that port very straightforward, enough to be able to incorporate and push the Stadia technology or utilize the Stadia technology to be able to deliver next-gen functionality. So I find it hard to believe that after all that work and effort, that's it. Yeah. And I think Bill on Nerdnest said, you know, you put all the effort into making the Frostbite engine run and function on Stadia, including those next gen features, as I said, you're not going to stop now. At a minimum, even if it's just a continual annual release of FIFA and MAdden, is the minimum I would expect over the next few years. So I would say, when it comes to EA, watch this space. Because, you know, they put that effort in and they've got it down to a T for FIFA and MAdden now. So I expect, you know, FIFA 23, MAdden 23. But, you know, it's highly likely there'll be something else as well. As somebody else said here, that was it. The other thing, yes, well done, Josh Timmins. £10 cheaper than on the PS5 version. So because we have seen this pattern with publishers saying, actually, when it comes to next gen titles, we're going to stick on $10 on the price. Yeah. You can play it on Stadia. They're not seeing it as a next gen console that they need to stick an extra $10 on the price, but you're getting the next gen tech for that game, the next gen functionality, but not at a next gen price. Not only have you not paid 500 quid for a box under your TV, you're also not having to pay a $10, £10 premium to get the next gen version of the game on your £500 box with Stadia. So it's pretty impressive. When you unpack it all, it's pretty impressive. Let me know, though. I mean, it is expensive. I get that. But if people are into FIFA, they're into FIFA. Again, another prime example of the business model. I saw somebody tweet it or on Reddit again going, yeah, but, you know, I much prefer it if Stadia just had a straight subscription model. It'd make a lot more sense. No, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense because you wouldn't have FIFA 22 day and date. It's very simple. I don't understand what people don't get. If you had a straight subscription service, it would be like a Blockbuster with none of the big new titles. You used to go to Blockbuster and the row on a Friday night to get the latest release. No, it's not there. You just get all the library titles. Yeah? But at least you have the option on Stadia. Not only build a library if you subscribe, build a big library of whatever, 80 odd games now. Yeah? And the value that I talked about last week, like $2,000 or something crazy like that. Can't remember the figures, but it's pretty crazy. A library of games. And if you see, you can buy the certain, the key games that come out, the big, massive games that come out, day and date. The Doom Eternal, day and date. The Cyberpunk, day and date. Assassin's Valhalla, day and date. Hitman, day and date. 3, Hitman, day and date. Resident Evil Village, day and date. Buy them if you want. That is the best of both worlds. And there are people who just say, I'm not interested in a subscription, but I do like to buy 2 or 3 games. And one of those games, I'm going to spank out my $60 or whatever it is, $70, and get FIFA because I love FIFA. I'm just going to be playing FIFA all the time. You do it on Stadia. It's not costing you anything. Not costing you anything other than buying the game. Anyway, there we go. Exactly. And that would be tragic. Oh my God, imagine that. Imagine if Anthony was not. Imagine if Anthony was no longer on Stadia. That would be, what a terrible thing that would be. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, so it's exciting things. I think it's pretty powerful. Exactly, Andy, exactly. Very different business models, absolutely. I'm just going to change something so we can read that. Where's that? There we are. Very different business models, absolutely. There we are, you can see that better. Absolutely. Luna is a sort of a straight, like I say, is the old sort of Blockbuster store. You're not going to get necessarily the big titles day and date, but there's a nice big catalogue of old titles you can play, and that's great if that's what you want. It's about having a catalogue, a library. Get that. Xbox Games Pass, the way they get the big games on there, the day and date ones, you could argue, is by spending $7 billion and buying a major publisher. That's the only way you're going to really do it. I mean, because it's a massive game, the amount of money you'd have to give them as an advance to give it away is a lot. We've seen Epic do it, and they got a lot of money. But it's crazy money to be able to do that. And it may not make any sense or be of any value to you, or the value that you have to pay for that privilege may not justify that expense. But Stadia, not only is it good for consumers, gives them the choice, it's also good for small indies, small publishers, small developers, big developers. You can get guaranteed money up front, plus people can buy your game. It's the best of both worlds. Best of both worlds. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, enough of that. Right. So Stadia integration. So we took in Google TV is growing, ladies and gentlemen. It's growing. So remember last week, I think it was, or a week before, I'd picked up, and a few other people had picked up, and a few other people had picked up what I'd picked up a couple of weeks ago, that on your Google TV, where's my news? There we are. On your Google TV, it has picks for you. Now, originally, it was just Destiny 2. Try Destiny 2 now on Stadia. It's sort of a bit of a promotion at the time. But now people are beginning to find individual, genuine sort of algorithm-sourced recommendations for games. Yeah? So say previously it was just Destiny 2 as a sort of default pick on Stadia. So this Reddit user here posted this. Top picks for you, Red Dead Redemption 2. I think I saw Stadia Revolution had NBA 2K on a recommendation. So they're obviously sort of very specific to the individual. So that's what Google TV is meant to do. It's meant to learn what you watch, or in this case, game, and then make recommendations accordingly. So as we see more and more people play on Google TV, we're seeing that integration, a powerful, powerful integration of that recommendation. We see that evolving. As I say, people have seen more and more algorithmic generated picks for you. So it's pretty cool. I think I've got a tweet somewhere. No, that was it. That was it. That was it. So let me know whether you've got Google TV or the Chromecast with Google TV, and you've seen any picks for you other than Destiny 2. I've not seen any, although I haven't been on my telly for a while. I've not seen any picks for me since the Destiny 2 one. But let me know whether you've seen any. I think this is so important and so key. I mentioned it previously on the show, and how significant and important. I think people do not underestimate the importance of that Stadia app being on Google TV. Yeah, I'm not just talking Chromecast with Google TV. I'm talking Google TV and the 80 million TV sets that run Google TV or can run Google TV, all the different things, whatever the quote was from Chrome Unboxed, yeah, that I talked about a couple of weeks ago. That integration there, that recommendation is really, really powerful, and potentially just shows how big it can become, having Stadia as an app on Google TV, putting game recommendations alongside TV and film recommendations on millions of TVs. Yeah, what they're doing is just another form of entertainment you can choose to select and partake in. Yeah, straight away, easy access. What it does is it helps condition people to cloud gaming, or the idea of just gaming on your TV as a choice. It just becomes another entertainment choice, as I said before. Yeah? Well, what should I do? Should I watch something on Netflix? Should I watch something on Disney? Oh, no, I think I fancy playing a game. It's just another entertainment choice. I've said it so many times on this show. Reed Hastings of Netflix said their biggest competitor was Fortnite. It's about competing for the attention of people via entertainment, and that entertainment can take many forms, whether it is TV, whether it is film, or whether it is gaming. And Stadia, being an app on the Google TV, is just another app next to Netflix, next to YouTube, next to Disney Plus, that a consumer can choose. So, and with these recommendations at the top as well for games. So after a while, people just become conditioned to accept gaming this way. Yeah, to just accept cloud. This is how acceptance of Netflix, it worked. It worked well. Word of mouth spread. A big classic series on there or something like that, Breaking Bad or whatever it was. And before you know it, Netflix rise and rise and rise and rise. Exponential. That's what it takes. People don't question, what is cloud gaming? That's not a question. People won't ask it. They'll just go, oh, I can play a game. It doesn't matter what cloud gaming is. What matters is Google is offering you another form of entertainment that you can access super easy. All good stuff. All good stuff, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, it is just going to grow and grow and grow, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, Nakino, hello. Going to have you leave. Have a nice show. Thank you, Nakino. Thank you, Nakino. Much appreciated. Right, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about outright games, shall we? Let's talk about outright games. Now, we've talked about outright games before on this show. If you're not familiar with outright games, they make these lovely kids games. Spirit, Lucky's Big Adventure, Paw Patrol. My son used to be mad. He's 11 now. He's not really into Paw Patrol. But he had a plushie. Oh, God, what's his name? Got his name. Should I shout out and ask my daughter what the name was? Anyway, him. I got a bad memory. I had a plushie him with his little hat and stuff. Take it to bed. What a cutie boy he was. Less so now. He's 11. Anyway, Paw Patrol. Yeah. What other delights do they have? The Last Kids of Earth and the Staff of Doom. So this is a Netflix series, I think, or a Cartoon Network series. So we've mentioned these games before. They've either been seen as being rated for Stadia on various certification and rating boards, or in the case of one of these, it's actually mentioned in one of the press releases. It might be this one, because they don't all mention it. Even the ones that have been, they don't all mention Stadia. But anyway, we know that a handful of these games, if not all of them, but we know Paw Patrol is meant to be coming. We know Last Kids on Earth and the Staff of Doom. We know Fast and Furious Spy Races Rise of the Shifter, gear stick, is meant to be coming. Not sure about PJ. Peppa Pig is meant to be coming. And Addams Family was spotted as being rated, I think. And the Spirit Lucky's Adventure as well. So a whole handful of games. Chase, thank you, Cloud Gaming. Chase, of course it's his name. Of course it's, there he is. There he is, Chase. Yes, Chase, that's his name. How could I forget that? Chase, because Chase. Anyway. But, again, you know, obviously when, you know, I'm going to be playing Paw Patrol. No, you know, it's not for everybody. But as I say, we've seen over the last few months various games from this publisher being rated for Stadia, whether it's on ESRB, Paw Patrol, Mighty Pups. I think I've got an example. Just check this. One of them said Stadia already. I can't remember which one it was on their site. The others are just we know from being ranked. Maybe it's this one. Yes, here we are. Fast and Furious and Spy Races Rise of the Shifter gear stick releases this November on everything and Stadia. Yeah. So it's just interesting that you've got all these sort of kids games. By the looks of things, outright games are busting a gut to make sure all the games, or at least the majority of the games that they do, they've obviously got license, you know, that's their speciality. They acquire the licenses in, you know, stuff on Netflix or Cartoon Network, whatever, and then do games. You know, are they going to be cyberpunk level? No. But are they going to be a lot of fun? Probably. And given what we think the demographic is, just anecdotally, in terms of older gamers, you know, it's not kids playing Fortnite on Stadia, is it? It's you know, it's us, people like me, people like you. the slightly older gamer, maybe not quite as old as me, but, you know, people maybe who have got kids and parents, that's the sort of general anecdotal feedback that we get. You know, the fact there's a Stadia dad Reddit, Dadia, yeah? The fact that there's a Reddit dedicated to dads who play Stadia is indicative of the fact that the core demographic is lapsed gamers, old gamers and stuff with kids. Maybe people haven't got time, you know, for downloads and all that kind of stuff and just want to jump in and play, or wait, as I said, waiting for little Johnny or Mary to come out of the ballet class or whatever, or playing soccer, sitting in the car, playing on their phone. And the fact that, you know, the fact as a parent, you can play on your tablet phone or your smart TV. I mean, come on, parents. Your tablet is like a glorified virtual babysitter, isn't it? There you are, kid, have that. Shut up and sit in the corner. I think this is really great that these games are coming to the library. Somebody, I think, in a chat last week or a couple of weeks ago suggested maybe that you could have a children's channel. I'm not sure that's the plan, but hey, you never know. Could be a great idea. You know, small subscribe, $3, you know, $5 or something. If you had enough children's games, just access to children's games, just like in the same way that certain sort of cable TV companies and package up channels, a sports channel, a kids channel. You know, maybe you could see that. I could see it as a concept. I'm not sure it's totally going to come, but I could see that. And the reason is, look, exactly as I said here, not that. Cloud Gaming Dad. Appropriate name in this context, Cloud Gaming Dad. My sister family shares my Stadia account for my nephew, and he's going to do cartwheels for these games. Exactly. So I think it's a real, you know, I think it's really powerful, the fact that these kids games, specifically kids games, are coming to Stadia, given what we think. You know, I don't have the research. I just have the anecdotal feedback, given what we think the demographic of Stadia is. Cherry Man Gaming, what's up? What's up? What's up? Good to see you, sir. Good to see you. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's massive. Massive. Cherry Man Gaming. Good evening, Bryant. Good evening, sir. Talking about games in Nerf Report. I've not watched it. Sorry, Brian. But he does cover Outright Games in more detail. So if you want to find more about Outright Games and the games coming to Stadia from Outright Games, maybe check out Nerf's Report's most recent video, I believe. Anyway, it keeps coming, ladies and gentlemen. It keeps coming. This week, ladies and gentlemen, this week sees the start. What's it see the start of? I'll tell you what it sees the start of, ladies and gentlemen. It sees the start of the Google for Games Developer Summit 2021. It starts tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. And there are various Stadia sessions which are starting on the 13th, so on the Wednesday. So that starts this week. So this is specifically aimed at developers who develop games for Google Android, so Google gaming platforms, whether it's Android and I think some VR games, virtual games, and some other stuff like that. Now, ladies and gentlemen, now let's be very, very clear to those at the back. Yeah, let's just be very clear to those at the back. Okay, I'll say this very clearly. This is a developer conference. Okay, it's aimed at developers making games across Android and Stadia. It is not, pay attention at the back there, it is not a consumer-facing event. It is not a Stadia Connect. Yeah, it's not about announcing games. The focus is very much about how Stadia, or the focus will be very much about how Stadia can help developers and publishers with developing games for Stadia by providing the necessary tools. Number one, in the case of Stadia, how Stadia can help them bring games to Stadia tools, support, porting support, and more importantly, why they should bring their games to Stadia. What are the advantages? What are the technical advantages? What are the unique features? So from that point of view, it should be very, very interesting. Just manage your expectations, because there's nothing going to be real chunky stuff that is, like a game announcement or a big, feature, or, a new big feature announcement. But what we'll see is little bits, little clues. Yeah. Little clues to the sort of ongoing Stadia strategy, the direction of Stadia, which we think we know. Okay. And it's, spending their time and effort working with third parties. Yeah. That's what it's all about, working with their partners, and their partners are more than just publishers and developers. But in this case, this is aimed at developers and publishers. We know that's their strategy since February. They're putting all their resources in working with publishers and developers, getting the big games, getting the small games, making people think about Stadia when they're coming up with concepts and ideas. And that is what it's all about. So, as I say, on the 12th, a lot of it's about mobile, Android Gamer Development Kit and stuff like that, Android games. But on day 2, on Wednesday, you have a Stadia keynote. Come hear the latest and greatest from one of the Stadia business development leads, Karine Yap. Did I mention, I think I may have mentioned this, that I've met Karine many years ago when she used to work at THQ. I think I met her at E3 and other places. In my job at the time, I had dealings with Karine Yap many years ago, as I say, when she worked at THQ. So she popped up in my LinkedIn. You are one connection away from somebody at Stadia. I was thinking, what? I have one connection directly with somebody, a first connection, and it turned out it's Karine Yap. So there we go. Anyway, she is the strategic business development. See what I'm talking about? The strategy, Stadia strategy. She's the strategic business development senior, one of the development leads at Stadia. So she's doing a keynote. And then you've got about less time porting and certing. So being more efficient to bring games to Stadia with significant investments in cloud native tooling and automated certification processes, as well as third-party engine improvements. So, we know Stadia have partnered with the key third-party engines out there, the Unreals, the Unities and stuff like that. So they're going to talk about that. This guy here, Robert Alderman, product, where's he gone? Keynote. Anyway, this guy, he's got his own website. Here he is. Doctor of Science. I don't know what that is, I suppose. Robert Edelman, Robert Edelman, product manager for Google Stadia since 2019. Anyway, he tweeted out he was looking forward to giving a chat. So there we go. Oh, today. Sorry, Marcus. I got my dates. Oh, no. Sorry, I got my dates muddled up. You're right. 13th. I thought. I get my muddles. I apologize. Yes. So today was the first one. Tomorrow, not Wednesday. Tomorrow. Quite right. I was getting all kerfuddled with my dates. Apologies about that. Thank you, Marcus, for pointing that out. 13th. It is the 12th today. I can't read the dates. There we are. It is the 12th today, so the 13th tomorrow. Of course it is. I've got bloody eye. Ironically enough, I've got an eye test tomorrow. Bit late. Can't even read the dates properly. Anyway, it's exciting times. As I said, ladies and gentlemen, exciting times. Starts tomorrow, the 13th. Got my dates muddled up for 13th to Wednesday. Thank you, Marcus. It is in fact It is, in fact, tomorrow. Anyway, so tomorrow we shall hear the keynote and get an idea of their strategy in terms of working with developers and publishers. Again, big reminder, it is specifically aimed at developers specifically and publishers, not consumers. But we may well learn a thing or two. Let me know if you're going. I've signed up to it, obviously. I have a funny feeling there's going to be a whole load of people who are not developers signed up listening in. So there we go. Ooh, I have not Nerf report. We love Austin Evans. Obviously, we don't get AT&T adverts here in the UK, but Austin Evans is the wrestler guy, wasn't he? He did one of the good stuff. Not good stuff, the 3-day event. I know him from Up, Up, Down, Down or whatever. He's the dude from Up, Up, Down, Down, unless am I wrong? Am I thinking of somebody else? Anyway, that's cool. That's cool. As it gets on more consumer devices like Google TVs, I saw somebody post they'd bought a brand new TCL TV and they took a picture. There's Stadia on their TCL TV because it's obviously Google TV's built into that. So yeah, all good stuff. So let me know whether tomorrow, not Wednesday, tomorrow, you're going to be checking it out. If not, you can sign up. It's in my diary. Once I've got my eyes tested, I'll be checking it out. Right, ladies and gentlemen, right. To the chatmobile. This is for me. Getting the dates wrong. Right, to the chatmobile. Let's see what's going on. Marcus is indeed a lifesaver. Where's my chat? There it is. He is indeed a lifesaver, Anthony. As long as it's not bad as the Cock Media presentation. Well, yeah, I know what you mean. But it will probably be quite dry. That's the thing, you know, it's not a big Razmadaz E3 announcement. It's a seminar for nerdy developers. You know what I mean? No disrespect developers. But you know what I mean? So it will probably be quite dry. But what's exciting is we will get little hints or little indicators, little points. Remember about me, you know, when I do this show and look up stuff, it's all about seeing patterns of direction. And we will get a little sense of more little breadcrumbs of the direction, either confirming what we already believe Stadia is trying to do, or even more bolder things. We don't know, but let's not get hyped. But it would just be interesting to see what the message to the developer and publisher industry is, because this is what we're talking about. Ironically enough, the very first announcement about Stadia was at the publishers and developers, not at you, unless you're a publisher and developer, yeah? Not at me. Although we took a keen interest, not at the general consumer. Although they totally mistook it as a presentation to the consumer, it was a presentation to the publishers and developers about what Stadia is all about. Yeah. This is going to be quite dry, but we'll have really interesting information. I believe. Maybe there will be hints, although I think, you know, I think the big talks they had with publishers are probably had behind closed doors in terms of relationship building and stuff like this. This potentially may be aimed at smaller developers and stuff like that, just to sort of make them aware, A, of Stadia, B, that don't be scared of publishing on Stadia, and C, did you know Stadia has all these really cool features that you can integrate with YouTube? State share, as I said, for the Hitman 1 Week 1 challenge in the Summer Community Championship, you know, it's using a state share. All right, it's a different guy. Austin Evans. Let me just check out Austin Evans then. Now you've got me. Oh, yeah, YouTuber. Okay, look, here we are. Okay, it was on Twitter. Oh yeah, look. Should I put the... Oh, I haven't got the desktop audio plugged in right there. I need to.
Game. So we're gonna hop into a game of MotoGP 20. Now, I built a lot of gaming setups, but today I've teamed up with AT&T to take a look at their 5G network in Stadia Pro. It's simple. AT&T brings the speed, Stadia brings the games. The idea of cloud gaming might not be new, but this is really where it's useful in my opinion. AT&T has got you covered with their fast, reliable, and secure 5G network on your phone nationwide. You can use the Stadia controller over USB if you really want to maximize your experience, but for me, I appreciate just how quick it is if you want to hop into a game. So we're going to hop into a game of MotoGP 20. Now, I will freely admit that this is not a game that I am very good at, but we can give it a try. Turn in. Who needs to stay on the racing line anyway? I'm not going to be held back by these. Oh, okay. It's fine, okay? I'm just getting warmed up here. That's enough gameplay. I think we get the idea. Learn how to get 6 months of Stadia Pro on AT&T at the link in my tweet.
Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. I know him now. Yeah. He's a YouTuber. I think I've watched a few of his YouTubes. That's it. Yeah, I'll be listening, Marcus. I won't be... yeah. Oh, poor old cloud gaming dad. I feel blessed that I had no issue with the jabs. So, yeah, feel for you, man, if you're feeling a bit low from the jabs. I was thinking that exact thing today, Cloudbusters. Moving on. Oh, dear. Yeah, go and play on the telly. Exactly. Did nothing wrong with me. Just go and watching telly. My mum used to say to me, "You watch far too much TV, Clive. What's it going to do for you? It's going to rot your brain. Far too much TV. Where's it going to get you in life?" Job in television. In your face, Ma. Yeah. No good voting, Christopher. I just forgot to switch this thing off. Apparently, Anthony, that the Transformers game is quite good. According to Bill on Nerd Nest, it's a sort of one of those fighting games where you take it in turns. I think that's what he talked about. He compared it to a game called Fire Emblem. He was raving about it. Well, clearly, Andy, there ain't nothing stagnant. Just launched on devices with potential of an enormous millions and millions of reach, Google TVs and stuff like that. And we're beginning to see them work it, baby. You know, and then you bring big games like FIFA, back it up with promotion. Hey, do you know you can play FIFA a next gen version of FIFA on your TV? No need for a console. Pretty impressive. Everybody knows FIFA. Imagine if that pops up. Play FIFA now. What? How? Play it now. Right now. Just click the button. Sign up. Boom. It's going to be pretty impressive. This is my theory, you see. Over time, we take streaming. You know, who the hell buys records unless you're an actual vinyl collector? Who buys CDs? Boomer. You know, we take for granted now. We never sort of said, "Oh, what's this streaming about?" It just grew like a mold. Yeah, or like a creeper plant. It just grew, and then we take it for granted. We stream everything. We stream the music, stream our films. Yeah, I remember thinking, we're never going to work streaming films. How's that going to work? Maybe selling it in little. I can imagine you could sell a film on a little memory stick. That'd be good. Go into the shop and buy the latest film on a memory stick and put it in your little device and then watch the film. That'd be cool. straight to streaming, and we just take it for granted now. We just take it for granted. And game streaming will be the same. It's just, it's inevitable. Yeah, people will just be the same. And the more people see it in their everyday life, sitting there on a TV or wherever it is, it's just the more that people accept it. So Google's task is to make sure they've got the goods in terms of the tech, tick. They've got the goods in terms of the games, FIFA, MAdden, yeah, tick. Yeah, make sure they're nailing those big multi-platform releases, Rainbow Six Siege, you know, relationships with Ubisoft, guaranteeing them a significant number of big AAA titles day and day, if nothing else. Plus, we've got everything else that we do know they do have. So the next thing is Stadia just to sort of make people aware how easy it is to play FIFA 22 on your TV. Not the gamers, not the hardcore gamers, not the people who have to have a PlayStation 5 or have to have an Xbox Series X. That's fine. If that's who you are and you love Stadia, that's great. But I've said it a million times, Stadia, ironically enough, is not aimed specifically at you. You're like a fringe benefit, yeah? Us nerdy tech kind of first techers are the pioneers, the fringe benefit. We're not the main overall target audience that they want in order to reach the next billion, 3 billion gamers. The same with xCloud. Yeah, they're not aiming at the hardcore Xbox users. No, because that's a finite amount of people. Yeah, it's a stagnant market. Yeah, people who buy consoles is fairly stagnant. Yeah, it's massive, but it's fairly stagnant. But there's no growth. The real growth is in the next technology. The next technology is cloud gaming. Cloud gaming makes it accessible, gaming much more accessible than ever before. And that is where the 3 billion gamers of the future lie. In those countries where accessing an Xbox is not very easy or affordable. Accessing a PlayStation 5 is not very easy or even affordable. But having great, 5G is. Playing games on your phone is. Playing games on your latest Samsung TV is. Places like India that has the infrastructure. I've said a million times, PUBG Mobile, 50 million players just in India alone on PUBG Mobile. There's a market and appetite for these games. So, Stadia just need to back it up. Back it up. Roll it out. That's what they need to do. Of course, Streets of Rage. I didn't even do the Stadia blogs last week. Of course. Thank you, Bibbidi-Bop. Streets of Rage. But you all know about that anyway. I'm not here necessarily just to read the community blog. Let's just check up. Yeah, I didn't even talk about, oh my God, you see, there's so much to talk about. I tell you what I didn't talk about either. What a fool. We had not only Crew 2 and Dead by Daylight weekend just gone by, a free weekend, which always do really well. Bloodstained, right? Massively popular game by the creators behind Castlevania, I seem to remember, from my knowledge. I could do this on the fly. I've got the knowledge. I've got the technology. Yeah, Shadow dropped on Stadia. Bloodstained, Ritual of the Night. Craft perfect monster-making equipment, discover myriad secrets, and destroy evil kittens. Of course. $39. Obviously, there was a pricing snafu initially, but then they got it right. But there we go. There's so much, I nearly missed all of that. Yeah? Because also last week saw Ys 9 Monstrum Nox release as well. And more content for Destiny 2. The new Bloodline content for Watch Dogs Legion. There's too much stuff. Stop it, Stadia, yeah? Stop it with all your stuff. It's too much stuff. Too much stuff. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, there we go. Well, I played East 8, Dana, Lacrimosa of Dana. Well, my daughter did. She loves it. It's really great. So, yeah, I'm interested in seeing, you know, if they do a sale on Ease 11 or it comes to Pro, I'll be snapping that up. No problem. Absolutely no problem. Because they look great. They play great. And, you know, Switch struggles with big games like that. Of course it does. It just doesn't have the power. So even though it's a very Switch-like game, oddly enough, or the sort of target audience of a sort of Switch owners, I guess, but plays sweet on Stadia. But there we go. Apologies, I didn't even go to the Stadia community blog, but we whipped it in there in the end. As that's what she said. We got there in the end on it, whipped it in. We're going to call it a day there, ladies and gentlemen. That's enough whiffle waffle for the night. Once again, massive, massive thank you for everybody who's live here. Super, super thank you for everybody who's watching it on catch up. Hit the likes. Yeah, subscribe if you're new. Have a wonderful week. Let's hope we get some interesting little hints and telltale tidbits from the Stadia keynote speech tomorrow, Clive. Tomorrow. Thank you, Marcus. Hey, I've got an idea. Why don't we all meet up, same place, same time, next week? Sounds good to me. Sounds good to you. Have a good one. Thank you, Zero Games. Have a good one. And I'll see you around next week.